I think the thing that really gets me excited about science is the ability to solve problems from the ground up. So I really grew up with science. I came to Canada when I was 4 years old. My dad was a scientist. We were really a family that encouraged a lot of curiosity and exploration. So it's something that I've been just passionate about my entire life.
I was born and raised in Edmonton, Alberta. Always just been very interested in basic science, finding out why things work the way that they do. I'd always had this really keen interest both in science as well as in medicine, so wanting to be a researcher as well as a clinician, but not really knowing how to consolidate those two interests.
I knew that I wanted to help people in that way and be in the medical world. And when I learned about the MD PhD program, it seemed like the perfect way to combine both elements.
Medicine I was passionate about because I wanted to help people day to day, but research for me is a way to make a difference in people's lives down the line in the future and to influence many people all at once. The environment really fosters people to go out and actively engage with their work and try to achieve their goals.
One of the real benefits of doing an MD PhD and having that research training, that immediately puts you into really great niche to be able to do impactful work in healthcare.
Everyone is just so inspiring, and you can tell they're making a difference and they're enjoying doing it. The program coordinator and the program directors are really there for you.
One of my biggest roles is trying to ensure that the best and the brightest become clinician scientists who can go out there and make the world a better place.
There's such a need right now for clinician scientists, for people that are trained in both clinical medicine and research who are able to identify where are the most important gaps in healthcare, but that also have the skills and the ability to then take those questions and actually formulate, a cohesive research question that you can answer, and hopefully making use of some of the available technologies.
Equally important is their motivation, because research is all about failure. Most of the things we try don't work. You have to have people who, it doesn't matter what you tell them, they're going to do this.
We always say in science that you're standing upon the shoulders of giants. And that's something I feel very acutely. I think graduate school gives you that unique opportunity to build something from the ground up, to not have someone telling you what every next step is. And that is a big challenge in the beginning, but gradually I find that it becomes very freeing, and you quickly start to push up against the limits of what is known.
I was working with a postdoc, and so I was doing these experiments, things weren't working, and then one day it worked and it was amazing. No one else had ever shown it before, and I knew what I was doing was a good science and what I saw was real. It was just the most exciting day, the best day of my life at that point. And he said, see, that is just, you don't get that in medicine.
Folk that do the MD PhD program almost always go on and become important people in their careers. These people become leaders.
What the program at UBC can offer is the opportunity to train with some really world-class scientists, to work and learn in some amazing research centers and an excellent university, and a fantastic city to get to live in while you're doing that.
I think the MD PhD program gives you that something different. It lets you come with a fresh perspective into the clinical world, and it also gives you this sort of grounding perspective when you go into research, remembering what it is that you're doing it for.
I think you're really in a unique position to identify the gaps in healthcare. Then you can develop research hypotheses based on that. Bench to bedside is what I always say is the ideal goal of my research.
A lot of the researchers that I talk to who work in medicine, when I ask them why they do research, they tell me it gives them hope.